Hello and welcome to the Clever Channel. I am Jason, your host, and it is now just coming up to 2:55 a.m. I went to bed at 10 p.m. and my head hit the pillow. You see, I've been doing a lot of stuff around the house preparing for the person who's going to come live here. And so I was just lying down, my head was just hitting the pillow, and I thought, yeah, I'll get a good night's sleep tonight. And then it said, hey, you haven't really sorted out your internet, have you? Why don't you do that now? So I've been up for 5 hours messing with the internet. You see, I have a really nice Ubiquiti business router. It's their home version of the business router, though. It's I bought it a while ago. It's connected to multiple access points around the house. It's got a fantastic secure firewall and everything. It's really nice. But there is one niggling thing that's been niggling me for quite a while. My primary internet, because I have two internets. I have a primary and I have a backup. Now the primary internet is supposed to be 1 gig, and it isn't their fault that it's not at 1 gig. My Ubiquiti router is an older one, and it can only probably maximize out at about 450, 500 gigabit. Actually, yeah. What we're talking here? No. Not gigabit. It's 3 a.m. So it maxes out at about 450, 500, 600. Maybe even I touch 700 megabits a second. But I never get to 1,000. And that's because that router is incapable of doing 1,000. Because it has overheads of other things that it runs in the background. So I've always been thinking of upgrading it. And I was looking through everything and I budgeted. My apologies, I'm yawning. I had budgeted everything for the months and everything, and basically budgeted everything till the end of the freaking year. It's crazy. And so I realised that I could afford to just upgrade the network system. Seeing there's going to be more than one person here, and so I wanted to make it so it was yay. I'm falling asleep, I think now. I hope now my brain has actually solved the thing, and the new router's going to come later today by about 7 p.m. and I can sort it all out. My apologies, yeah. So yeah, 3 a.m. I'm also sorting out a few nifty things, like I'm thinking of using my wind back a bit. There's some games I can't play I really would love to play, like Detroit Becoming Human and Heavy Rain. The QuickTime events in those games, my brain can't do QuickTime events. My brain just cannot handle the QuickTime events in these things. It's like even down to the old Shadow Hearts on the PlayStation 2. Shadow Hearts was an amazing game. One of my favourite RPGs. Turn-based battles, fine. But it had something called a power ring. And so when you've attacked or used a special ability or summoned, to get a more powerful thing out, you had to do the power ring thing, which was like a QuickTime event. And I would always give the controller to Paola for that, because I literally could not do it. QuickTime events make my brain stutter. It's the best way to describe it. So the games by Quantitative Dream I would love to play. and they're on sale at the moment, so I picked them up because the person that's coming to stay here with me is happy to play these games with me. We're going to sit down on the sofa downstairs and play the games, and so I don't have any modern consoles anymore. So I'm going to try to hook up my Steam Deck, my Steamed OLED Steam Deck, into the 4K TV. I won't run it at 4K. My apology, I should be asleep. And so setting all that, and why I'm downloading all the stuff, my brain's just going, yeah, you've got to sort out the thingy. So these are all little things. There's some stuff I'm sorting out for the backyard as well, which is going to be super, super cool. So that we can be able to do stuff outside. You see, that's the wonderful thing now. You may think, being an autistic person, oh yeah, it's probably very stuttery at the moment because I'm doing 250 downloads onto my computer. Don't ask me why. My brain just decided it wanted also to do 250 downloads onto my computer. So that's why we've got a bit of a stutter. A little bit of a stutter with the visuals. My apology, but the audio should be fine. The audio should be fine. Oh boy, oh boy. Yes, my brain is going boop, boop. Oh, my apology. Wow, I am seriously. My brain is just half asleep at the moment. Cookies go boom, as we say. But yeah. I'm sorting out all these bits and pieces, and even though they're not going to be here yet, getting it all ready, getting it all sorted makes me happy. Oh yeah, I was talking about how can I handle this change and that, being autistic. Well, on the one hand, I can't. That's the big secret, I can't. But on the other hand, my coping strategies and my preparing all this stuff allows me to get through it. Because one of the best times of the two best times of my entire life for dealing with autism was when I lived at home with my mum till I was 25. Of course, I left the house for a year in between that time to live with someone mentally, but most of the time at home. And the idea of, I'm a born carer. My brain likes to look after other people. Even if I can't deal with my own problems, I like to look after other people. But the limiting factor is I've got to completely trust that person. I couldn't do this as a job. I couldn't do it as anything like that. And this is the sad thing. When the same thing happened twice. When I was in a hospital looking after Paola, and Paola died, the nurses all said to me, why don't you train as a nurse? Why don't you do this thingy? You're so fucking good at it. You know more about all this stuff than we do. After all, I was teaching them how to use dialysis machines because I had more knowledge on them than that. But I couldn't do it with strangers. I couldn't do it in a situation where I wasn't doing it for someone I was devoted to or was close to. And that's the big thing, one of the big things that it's hard for people to understand. And the same thing happened with my mum. As you saw, if you saw any of those vlogs, I was up at hospital, I was looking after her and I was dealing with everything. And the hospital chaplain came to me and after talking to me, because my ideas on spirituality and that was so grounded and so rounded, and I could cope with death and everything like that, that they said you should contact the one in charge for me, and we can see if we can get you as a hospital chaplain. I would have loved to have done it, but the only reason I could do that, I could put myself through going up and watching my mum die in hospital and all that, was because I loved my mum, because I trusted my mum, because she was part of my safe space. I doubt I will ever I couldn't ever do it in a work situation. See, I can function when Brit Monkey is here. When he comes visits at the weekends, I can function because I trust him and because he can be my focus and my anchor. I can't do that with a stranger. I couldn't do that with a boss. I couldn't do that with customers. I just fall apart pretty much instantly. Yeah. So this person who I've known for a while, and yeah, I'm still not going to say who he is, and no, it's got to be, that's totally up to them if they whoever mentioned who he is. I trust them. They've been part of my Discord group and so on for a very long time. And yeah, that's why I'm sure that I'll be okay with them in the house. Because it won't be a stranger. And all of that is allowing me to fight through this change, doing all this, like turning this room into an actual bedroom as well as my streaming room, and that kind of exciting actually. It's just hard for me to. Now I've started to put it all together. If I see anything around the house to do with it, like, then again, ooh, that's got to be changed, that's got to be changed, that could be changed. My brain will just pick up on it and run with it at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah. It is. It is 3:07 a.m. I should go to bed. So what I'll do is I'll upload this to you wonderful people, and then I will crawl into bed and hope that my brain doesn't come up with something else for me to do. It's funny when my brain, it isn't that I've got energy to do anything at this time of night, I don't, but the drive of it from that side of my brain just makes it so I won't sleep until it's done, and I'm just hoping that I've done enough. Oh my god. Sorry. Yeah, I should be able to crawl into bed and fall asleep if something else doesn't wake me up. So let's do this. Say bye bye for now.